Good morning, guys. Saturday, June 18th. Got some sweet potatoes. I'm not hopeful that I'll get potatoes this year, but hey, at the very least, I'll get leaves, which are edible. The majority of my plants in the garden were grown from seed, with the exception of my flower buckets. The majority of my tomatoes and strawberries. Got a nice wildflower meadow starting here. There was some lettuce in here. I mean, there still is one. Iceberg, or romaine, excuse me. The other two weren't looking so hot, but I have harvested out of the main garden plot. This is broccoli, about 12 heads. Currently took a half a dozen out the other day. So we still got one here, one there. You can see where I harvested one yesterday and ripped off the outer leaves that the slugs had munched on. We got beets here in the center. Look how big those are. Squash, these squash aren't doing too well. These are my only two squash that aren't doing well. And I have to say, I didn't think any of my squash and zucchini and pumpkins were gonna do well when I transplanted them, but as you can see, look, I already got nice fruit. I think I have fruit on pretty much all of my squash and zucchini right now. These guys are new. Those are zucchini, black beauties. I mean, just look how pretty. Look how pretty. So, strawberry here, which something's been eating the whole berry, and then I had slug damage on a couple of others. They are putting out runners, which I'm taking advantage of. I'm not too worried about my strawberry yield this season. I got some rosemary in there. Got some potato chives here. These are pumpkins. As you can see, they're starting to run already. I mean, once these take off, I mean, this area is going to be covered. These are my winter squash, which actually, hold on while I pull a tick off of me. I'm not going to focus. There he is. That would be my fourth tick just this morning. Winter squash here. Let's see. Because maybe there's no fruit on these yet, but they are. There's a female there. So they're starting. Zucchinis. I got zucchini already. Just beautiful, beautiful plants. Got some onions back here. My carrots, I had a turkey walk through them, but I'm finally starting to get a few popping up. And I had some garlic that sprouted inside, so I just threw that in. Good companion. Nasturtiums. Got a bunch of nasturtium this year. I put milkweed in here. We'll see if that comes up. And my straw bale's got pumpkins here. And then I threw in a couple of tomatoes yesterday. Swiss chard, all in there. Wildflowers coming up around them. Let's see if we can see better. Well, now my shadow is going to be there. But tomato there. These are the only tomatoes I planted from seed that made it. And I stuck one in the side down there. The rest of them I accidentally toasted them when we went on vacation. Some phlox, lavender, geraniums, more lavender. This pumpkin patch is not doing so well. I don't know what's up with it, but I'm not sweating it. Nasturtium, on the outsides, and then the squash that I have, a new bird feeder, squirrel proof. Can you see her? Probably not. That's Mama Robin right there. There she is. They have built a nest above our light. So that's actually why I put the feeders out here. These squash aren't doing too well. I got mint that's taken off there, and then wildflowers mixed in, and some lemon balm. And we got more sweet potatoes. They're just so small, and they need a long growing season. So, like I said, I'm not very hopeful that we'll get potatoes this year, but we'll see. A bunch of clover. I have seeded clover all over this place. As you can see, just put our lawn in 2 weeks ago, and that's coming up really nice. I got a mix of yellow and red potatoes here in this patch, and then these are russet here. And I got about 18 tomato plants both sides of the fence. Threw in some pole beans last week. More tomatoes there. Got some big old mammoth sunflowers here, back there, one there, a couple there, and I've seeded some more in throughout the garden. So we'll see if those come up. And then I got corn and cucumbers all the way down. And as you can see, some pole beans under the sunflowers. Wildflower mix in there. That's also where I put in mammoth sunflowers, but I think Mr. Chipmunk got to them. Same with the ones I had in with the sweet potatoes. I've only seen one come up. More zucchini here. And then peas on the TP trellis. Look how big these are. Just so awesome. So awesome. Giant red mustard. Here, had another planted there, but it never came up. There are some beets in here, and this is all wildflower mix. I can't wait till these wildflowers start popping up. And then I do have more carrots put in here in front of the tomatoes, and they are starting to come up, so hopefully we'll get some carrots this year. Yeah. So, our new lawn coming in nicely. Honestly, I didn't expect it to do as good as it is. This is only 2 weeks in. Definitely have to overseed it this fall and fertilize, and then spot check next year. But I'm happy with the progress. I don't know if you can see the sprinkler going right now, but she's running. And eventually we'll plug in some fruit trees back here along the edge. I'm gonna have our neighbor come over. He's offered to knock down whatever trees I want to knock down with his loader. So we're gonna take a few of these guys out, open up our view a little bit, open up the garden area a bit more, and then eventually excavate over there. Greenhouse is gonna sit right here. Beyond that will either be berries or fruit trees or a mixture of both in front. Wildflower meadow, likely. Probably put in some raised bed garden boxes over there. Charlie in the door. There he is. How you doing, buddy? And then excavate all of this. Our garage is going to go here, and that will really open up for more gardening out in that area. And then here, probably plug, I don't know what kind of trees are gonna go in here yet. Fruit trees, maple, wait and see. Wait and see what it looks like after the garage goes in. And then eventually, also back there, doing a bunch of clearing because we have mountains. We will have mountain views once we clear back there. So, a lot of projects. That's it, guys. That's all I got. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful Saturday. I'm gonna run out, get my errands going, and come back and play in the garden some more. Be well, guys.